We are back.
We are back, everybody. Howdy there.
Howdy, friends.
Howdy there, partner. All right, we're back. So, how was the break, everybody?
Hope everybody got drinks and shit, because it's probably going to take a while.
I got me some snacks. I forgot to get the drink, though. It's fine.
I got water.
I should have. That's what I should have got, but I didn't get anything. Um. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the main topic now, which is just gonna be cartoons slash animation that we really love. Most of it is gonna be like stuff that we probably grew up watching
Yeah.
and enjoyed watching, but it doesn't have to be, not necessarily.
Yeah. I also don't know how Daniel did his. So what we did was we picked 15 things. And by the way, this is probably just like part one of several parts. I'm sure this topic should have come up a couple times in future podcasts.
Yeah, we'll probably do like a part 2 or whatever in the future. But anyway, what I did was what we both did is we had like 50. We set ourselves a 15, like, you know, a number of 15 to put, stuff in there. And for me, it's not like I it wasn't like a ranking list or anything. It was just like, let me just put 15 things in there and I'm just gonna name them off in whatever order, because I love all these. But
I did the exact same thing. I did not rank anything.
this is yeah. So this is not a ranking list. We just have 15 things that we want to talk about that we about classic or not classic shows that we really animated shows that we really love. So that was one of the things we wanted to do, and now we're gonna do it. So
What's funny is like when I first started making my list, I was kind of going from, okay, what's the earliest stuff I can remember, to what are things I just really love throughout all of growing up and even into adulthood that I like to watch. So we did set ourselves some rules. For example, there's not going to be any anime on this.
Yeah, this is strictly an animation.
Yep, straight up.
Cartoons / animation. Anime will be saved for another time.
Yeah.
So there's your little tease. There'll be some other time.
Yep. So.
But yeah, this is strictly animation / cartoons. And like I said, we have 15. We may mention some. We may have some honorable mentions here.
Yep. But, I actually forgot to put honorable mentions on mine, but that was just because I've been trying to get my sleep schedule fixed and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I should have, but I got busy. It's been a busy week, guys. I had some shit happen. I'll talk about it at the end of the podcast.
So,
you want to start us off?
You want to get started with this? All right. So, we're just gonna jump right into it, guys. So, one of my this is probably I'm gonna start off the bat with it. Probably my favorite animated show of all time. I fucking love this show. Several days ago, I actually rewatched a couple episodes. This is what I meant earlier in the last segment, about I didn't necessarily watch any new shows, but I rewatched old stuff. I rewatched several episodes of Batman the Animated Series. I fucking love this show, man.
It's on my list.
Batman the Animated Series, man. This was like the number one. This is number one.
It is for me too. It's right. It is, man.
This is such a fantastic show, man. It's so fucking good, man. God, I love this show. Even to this day, man. Like, again, I'm telling you guys, I recently watched some episodes and stuff. God, so good, man. Mark Hamill as the Joker, fucking just Kevin Conroy as Batman, and oh my god, dude. The characters in the show, like Poison Ivy in this is great. I saw one of her episodes. Heart of Ice, which is one of the best, like,
oh, so good.
One of the best fucking, it's probably like my favorite incarnation of Mr. Freeze. It's so good.
It actually has probably like my favorite opening of a cartoon series.
Oh my god, that
it's
intro,
so good.
Yeah,
the intro is so good.
It's fan-fucking-tastic, dude. Damn, you should just play it real quick, because damn, it's so good.
I
man.
might. I'll throw it up here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So, what are some? I know you watched some. What episodes did you watch? Did you mention which ones you watched?
So I watched one of the Poison Ivy ones. Shit, I'm blanking out on the name. I also watched the Christmas episode where like the Joker kidnaps Commissioner Gordon and a few other people, and he like starts singing like the Christmas tune song. And let me see, hold on, I'll get the name of the episodes for you guys.
All right, then we got the intro playing. I
Yeah,
got the sound on for it too, so it's gonna be quite low though.
That deserves it for sure.
Oh, you got the fucking Batmobile. Look at it. Oh, one of my favorite Batmobile designs.
Dude, that Batmobile is pretty slick too, man. I really love that.
How'd these guys get up there so fast? Oh, goddamn, there he is. He's the man.
I am the knight. Yeah, man. Look at that, dude. It's such a fucking cool intro,
Oh,
man.
my God. Fucking showing guns in cartoons.
Oh, my God. It's so good.
Fucking lightning. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'll tell you some of my favorite episodes. I really enjoy the Clayface episodes.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that one. I'll get the specific names here. Let me see.
Yeah, I need to look that up. I like the first episode, man.
That's what I'm gonna be looking at right now. So let me pull it up.
You know what's funny is I thought yesterday I should go through all those shows and pick out my favorite episodes. And I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll do it during the show.
So yeah, some of I mentioned Heart of Ice. That one's incredible.
That one's amazing. Yes.
The Joker's Favor is also a good one. Feet of Clay Parts. That's the Clayface one. There's parts 1 and 2. Yeah. Fear of Victory. That's another good one. Vendetta, Killer Croc episode. Mudslide is another Clayface one. Okay, so this is the one that I watched. Christmas with the Joker. Okay. It's like the second episode, literally, of the entire show.
Yep.
Season 1, episode 2. So Christmas with the Joker, that one I saw. It was pretty great, man. That episode's great.
Man, those first 5 episodes got some
Harley and Ivy. Let's see.
Oh my God, episode 3. Scarecrow, where I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Oh fuck yeah.
The classic line.
Oh, it's so good, guys. So good.
It's pretty incredible.
We're gonna fucking play a superhero tabletop at some point, by the way. It's gonna happen.
Dude, absolutely. I would definitely want to. I know I told you that. The intro to Harley is a good one too, because remember, this is she was first introducing this.
Oh yeah. What's what episode? What's that one called?
I think it's Harlequinade, episode 7, maybe. Yes, Harlequinade, episode season 2, episode 7. Is the intro of Harley Quinn. So that's obviously a classic.
I really like Beware the Grey Ghost, because you get your boy Adam West in there as a guest voice as the Grey Ghost.
Oh, the Riddler ones are good too. If you're so smart, why aren't you rich? That's a good one. I mean, like honestly, we're just naming off a bunch of them because they're all so good.
So many good ones, man.
That's how you know this is a damn good show, because if they're all fucking good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty Poison, yeah, it's the Poison Ivy Harvey Dent episode.
Robin's Reckoning, 2-parter.
There's so many good ones, man. There's so many good ones. Like this is why this show is number 1 for me. It's fan fucking tastic, man.
So good.
Again, we showed you guys that intro. It's just absolutely amazing.
If Twitch let you, man, if Twitch would let you, I'd fucking watch episodes of this on, with people
on stream.
On
like,
stream.
All right, guys, we're gonna watch Batman the Animated. I'd do shit if it was a thing you could do. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking through episodes, just being like, all the Harley and Ivy episodes.
Yeah, I
When they're
mentioned
like
that one. Yeah,
together. Yeah.
that's definitely a good one. The Demon Quest, with Ra's al Ghul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sins of a Father is a good one. Tim Drake and
Oh, a bullet for
Robbins.
Bullock. I love that one.
Hmm.
Uh,
The Man Who Killed Batman. So there's just, again, like, we could go on all day about the show because
we totally could.
it's just incredible. I mean, if you guys haven't checked it out, absolutely, we both recommend it.
If you've never seen this, first of all, what the fuck is wrong? No, I'm kidding. But you should definitely go watch it because it's so good. How dare you
Yeah,
be in here and not have seen it? No, I'm kidding.
it's fantastic. You guys, like, it's so good. It's like 4 seasons, I believe, only.
But it's so good.
But yeah, it's so good, man. So good. Such a fucking tastic show. There's so many good episodes that are just such classics. Again, this is the introduction to Harley Quinn as well. The show. There's some good Mr. Freeze stuff, some good Clayface stuff, some good Poison Ivy stuff, Riddler.
They do Batman's Rogues Gallery justice in the cartoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is why fucking Batman has such a great Rogues Gallery, dude. This show is one of the reasons why, man. Like,
and
geez.
Harley was born in this show, man.
Yeah. So again, yeah, there's oh, Cat Scratch Fever. How do we not mention that? It's Catwoman episode.
Catwoman's great.
Yeah.
And then it spawned off like fucking Mask of the Phantasm and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention, yeah, Mask of the Phantasm is like a movie that they had which was like a theatrical release too. So I mean, just
fucking great. We rewatched it not too long ago.
Yeah, we watched it like a couple months ago, but it was good, man. Like, it's such a damn good movie.
So watchable, so good.
Definitely. So just give that a shot because it is incredible.
If you've never seen it,
is amazing.
Find a way to watch it because
yeah, definitely check that out because it's the business. So you had that on your list as well.
Yeah, it was the first thing I wrote down. So.
All right.
What you got? What you got next?
Another thing I have is Star Wars Clone Wars. So I'm not talking about the 2008 series, which is called The Clone Wars. I'm talking about the 2003 micro series that was made by Genndy Tartakovsky, which is the Samurai Jack guy. Which, by the way, Samurai Jack didn't make my list here, but that's definitely an honorable mention. Samurai Jack is... I love me some Samurai Jack. I'm actually somebody who did like the way that show ended. I know other people who out there who did not. I was a fan of that. But anyway, Star Wars Clone Wars. Badass. I mean, what else is there to say? This is a badass micro series show. Came out in 2003. The first season, the episodes were like 5 minutes long. So again, that's why it's called the micro series. Not very long, but there's a lot of cool shit in this show that ended up like appearing in other forms of Star Wars. Like that did end up showing up in the later Clone Wars series. Like stuff that started here, like Asajj Ventress and the V-19 fighters and a bunch of cool stuff. It's kind of sad that this show isn't canon anymore because there was a lot of, like, obviously this series makes the Jedi like seem super OP and like they're like unbeatable. Like if you watch this show and then you watch episode 3, you're like, how the fuck did the clones wipe out the Jedi, man? The Jedi in this show are like one-man armies, dude. Like
fucking, oh my!
All I have to say is the Mace Windu episode.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. Like he's
you
just
guys
fucking.
Have never seen that? He fucking wrecks shop, dude. And at one point, he loses his lightsaber and starts punching out the super battle droids with his bare fucking hands, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but ridiculous in the best way. Like it's so good.
Oh, absolutely. Like it's like, again, the Jedi are super OP in this, and like definitely doesn't match with what the movies and stuff. But there's a lot of good stuff in the show, man. Like God, there's
Fucking Fordo. You get Fordo. Arc
Captain Fordo,
77.
which by the way is my favorite clone trooper of all time.
I absolutely. The dude is a boss. Oh my god, if I could just
Dude, I
find some of his
fucking
scenes.
love this micro series, man. Fordo is a baller. Dirge was fucking crazy ass villain to introduce. This is honestly the best, the most terrifying, and the best General Grievous has ever been.
Sector 4 needs reinforcements. We are being
General Grievous
overrun.
in this show is
Here's
a
your boy.
scary ass motherfucker. There's my boy Captain Fordo right there. Look at this badass motherfucker right here.
I think this is Fordo. Yeah, it is Fordo.
It is Fordo, yes, that is absolutely him, man. That's him in his phase 2 armor.
Look at him. Look at him. He's fucking whooping ass, man. He got a fucking gun. Look at him. He's a badass.
Have you ever seen a clone trooper more badass and fearless, man? Okay.
Yeah, look. We're gonna watch it again. It was super short.
Look at this guy, man.
Look
Yeah,
at him.
it's a really short part, but look at this guy, man. Captain Fordo is such a baller, okay?
Fucking pick up his gun, shoot that motherfucker, shoot that motherfucker. Oh, it's so good.
Look at that, man. Absolutely incredible. I mean, again, I love the show, dude, so fucking much, man. It's not canon anymore, but at the time, it was just fucking
It was
awesome.
bomb. You get your first look at Grievous in this series, I want to say.
Grievous, which again, I mentioned, he's the most badass he's ever been in this show right
his
now.
introduction is legit terrifying.
Yeah, man, he's a scary ass character in this show, man. And then there's like the fight between Asajj Ventress and Anakin is like still up there, man, with one of the best duels in all Star Wars.
Yeah, it is. I got some
It's
video
super
playing
cool.
of the series.
Oh, there's the intro of each episode. Every time it started, they would show this intro. I mean, look at that, man. That's so cool, dude. The battles in this show, by the way, they make them seem so grand and large in scale, dude. It's amazing. They had like there was a space battle that at one point in the show. There's like millions of fighters and shit, dude. When the
It's
Republic
crazy.
is charging in on a planet, there's like a shit ton of gunships just landing in on the planet.
It's fucking Mace. Look at him fucking whooping ass.
Yeah, look at that episode of Mace just tearing shit up is, oh my god,
Some
legendary.
clone troopers whooping ass.
Kid Fisto going underwater and tearing shit up is also good. And also, I like how this Clone Wars show starts because Anakin and Obi-Wan still look like their Episode 2 counterparts. And I never liked how the newer Clone Wars show makes them look like they're already Episode 3, even though like Episode 2 just happened. I'm just like, that doesn't make fucking sense. Why do they have long hair and why do they look like they're same? Why do they look like the same people they look like in Episode 3 when Episode 2 just happened in the timeline? You know what I mean?
Look at that sleazy fuck.
Look at Palpatine, man. He looks like a creepy motherfucker right there. See his bony ass hands and shit. Obi-Wan.
We're gonna skip around a little bit.
Yeah, another thing, by the way, a lot of the voice actors in this reprise their roles in the newer Clone Wars show. So again, a lot of the stuff from that old Clone Wars show, that show owes a lot to this show because this one started a bunch of stuff for it. So
I
like,
actually didn't put this on my list because I forgot about it, but I totally should have.
dude, yeah, I was like, oh hell yeah, it has to be. Again, even though it's only a micro series, I still adore this show, man. I fucking love it.
So good.
Look at those V19s going up in the air, man. Oh god, love it, dude. Yeah, there's so many good parts of the show. Yeah, the Grievous stuff, the Asajj Ventress stuff.
Sorry, 3PO.
3PO getting covered with a cape. Fordo and Grievous and oh my god, it's so good.
It's so good, guys. So good.
Padme and Yoda going to Ilum to save the Jedi. And then like what else you got? I mentioned Dirge, you got Mace, you got Grievous. Oh, by the way, this show, speaking of Mace and Grievous, this is the show that explains why General Grievous has a cough. Because Mace Windu like force crushes Grievous's chest. And that gives him the cough in episode 3.
Yep.
Which they never fucking explained in the new cartoon. They're just like, oh, he just has the cough for some reason.
Look at this fucking clone.
So again,
look at him.
Look at these ARC troopers, man. Badasses.
Fucking dope. Look at him. Oh my god, look at those guys.
They're so cool. But yeah, man. Absolutely great show. Only a micro series. So like honestly, like if you wanted to watch the entire show, you could watch it like it's like the length of a movie. Like you could just instead of watching a movie, you could just watch like this show because it's fucking incredible, dude. Anyway, moving on to the next item on the list here, I have so I mentioned Batman the Animated Series, but another show that I really like is Superman the Animated Series.
Superman.
So this is Superman the Animated Series. You know, Tim Daly and you know, Dana Delaney as Lois Lane, and this is just again, you guys are gonna notice that there's a lot of DC on my list, okay? Because I grew up watching all this shit, man. Like I watched all this stuff, dude.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the intro for
No, I
it.
was
So I
gonna
have something
say,
to play.
it's funny how seeing Mace reminds me of episode 3. Mace Windu deserved better. Yeah, I mean, Mace Windu definitely he did, but I mean he had to go somewhere, right? But yeah, look at Superman the Animated Series.
Sorry, the theme is so good.
No, go for it, man. Yeah, it's fantastic, man. So yeah, I love Batman the Animated Series. I love Superman the Animated Series. Again, if there's a common theme you guys are gonna notice within my list, is that there's a lot of DC in my list. So prepare for that, because I absolutely love DC. Okay. So Batman the Animated Series, now Superman the Animated Series, and a lot of these are on here too because they were so connected, right? Like a lot of this DC stuff, like the animated universe shit, was like all intertwined, and like look at that, man, Parasite and Lobo,
fucking Lobo,
the main man, Lobo, yeah, yeah, dude.
One of my favorite versions of Lex Luthor.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, absolutely. Lex is a baller in this. So yeah, man, I could name off like a bunch of stuff from this show that I really enjoy, like Metallo and the villains again, obviously, and just it's really good, man. I really like this show.
I think my biggest remembering from this show is when he races the Flash, because that happens in this series, I believe, doesn't it?
Is it? I thought it was.
I think it's in this one.
Oh.
I think they do it a couple times. Let me double check.
Interesting.
I could be getting it mixed up. It is possible.
But yeah, this show is incredible, man. Again, both Superman and Batman, the animated series, are both.
Yep, there's one version that happens in here, and then there's a version that happens later too. Here's the clip.
Yeah, I know they do it a lot, but I just wasn't sure in which show because there's so many of them now. And I'm just like, wait, which one was it in? Oh yeah, there they are. Look at them. That's pretty great, man. Yeah, Lois. That's like, yeah, I love this stuff, dude. I could watch this shit any day.
Fuck yeah! I just remember this episode.
I love this show, man.
Very much.
Good times watching this show growing up.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why. Another thing I was going to mention that's pretty funny is that Dana Delaney, who voices Lois Lane in this show, actually voiced Andrea Beaumont in the Mask of the Phantasm Batman movie. Yeah. So that's pretty funny. Something that I thought was pretty good to mention. So,
I actually didn't watch that one as much for me. I didn't watch Superman as much as Batman, but I did catch a few episodes here and there and enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah, I love, again, DC for me is huge.
Hell yeah, huge.
There. My next one is another animated series, but this time it's not. I mean, they're all animated series, but you know what I mean. Like, it has animated series in the title. So my next one is Spider-Man, the animated series. So another show I really love watching.
Let me get that intro because we got to play that one.
Yeah, that intro. Yeah. Yeah, I love that shit, dude. So this show, again, another reason why Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery is absolutely incredible. Just incredible.
That fucking guitar.
So yeah, man, it's so good, dude. So good. I love it so much. So this is badass, dude. This lizard, I remember, Shocker, Doc Ock, fucking. This show is one of the reasons why I really love Hobgoblin, dude. You know the villain Hobgoblin? He's because of the show, I really like that villain.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. Look at him, man. Such a badass. Design,
Rhino. Oh, Craven.
Yeah, Rhino is cool. Craven, MJ, Doc Ock. Yeah, man. Mysterio. Super cool, dude. Super fucking cool, man.
I would love to go back and watch like all of this again.
Yeah, we're just watching all this stuff, and I'm just like, man, I want to go back and
Let's go back in time.
Yeah, dude, I love these shows, man.
Venom and Carnage. So good.
So good. Absolutely.
I watched this about as much as I watched Batman.
Batman, you said?
Mm-hmm. But this one isn't on my list, surprisingly.
Yeah, I had to include it in there because for me it was one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I had to, man. It's just
No, I feel you.
Yeah, it was one of those shows for me that like Spider-Man isn't my favorite. He's not my favorite superhero, but this show definitely was a huge reason why I do like him. Sure. J. Jonah Jameson in this is great. Kingpin is great. Fucking, did you know Jennifer Hale voiced Felicia Hardy in this?
I did not, but that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Jennifer Hale was in this show, okay? But yeah, man, it was cool. Peter Parker again is pretty great in this. Our boy Mark Hamill was the Hobgoblin. Another reason why I like that character so much. But yeah, just this show is one of the reasons why I really like Spider-Man and a lot of the Spider-Man villains and Marvel stuff. But yeah, I again just really, really love this show.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go back and watch it again just because I know I've forgotten so much. I would just love to watch them again.
Yeah. Moving on here. Okay, so switching gears back over to DC. So this is technically two separate shows, but I'm gonna include them as one show. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
It's on my list.
Yeah, both of these technically they're separate shows, but I'm gonna count them as one. To me, it's always been kind of like one show. So yeah, Justice League Unlimited. This is a show that started, I believe, in 2001.
I remember when it was fixing to come on, and they fucking advertised that shit, and it was like a big, it was like a movie level event because they had like a two-parter or something for it to start on. It's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, this intro is also one of the greatest. I mean, look at that. There was like the OG, 7 of them was original. It was Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern.
That's
Flash.
my Green Lantern, buddy.
John Stewart.
John Stewart is straight up my Green Lantern. All due respect to Hal Jordan.
Yeah, for me, it's been Hal. It was always Hal Jordan, but I get it. And to a lot of people, John Stewart is their fucking GM.
Hot Girl.
Yeah, Hawk Girl was.
When can I get my Hot Girl movie, man? Come on.
I don't know, dude. I think they were the Hawk people, Hawkman and Hawk Girl were in Legends of Tomorrow, and I think that ruined them for a lot of people. But
I'll always remember the cartoon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I always remember this is the version that I think of when I hear
Absolutely.
Hawk Girl, definitely. So yeah, Justice League, incredible show. Again, the OG 7 was this is the Unlimited intro. Yeah, there you go. And this show, obviously, look at how many more people they introduce.
Yeah, I figured I'd play them right after each other.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's like Green Arrow, Captain Atom, The Atom, fucking Supergirl, and the other Green Lanterns. And
There's so many.
There's way too many. Yeah, Black Canary.
The
Question. Dr. Fate is in this. Yeah, there's Captain Atom. Yeah, there's Dr. Fate.
Aquaman.
Oh yeah, dude, Aquaman with the fucking badass '90s version, dude, with like the hook hand and shit. Yeah, man. Red Tornado.
Zatanna.
Yeah, dude. Zatanna. Oh yeah, Zatanna.
Green Arrow. Fuck me, there were some good cartoons back in the day.
Hell yeah, dude! This show is amazing. I fucking love this, man. So good.
Man. You
Lots of good.
got any favorite episodes?
Shit. I'm trying to think of which episodes like off the top of my head.
I'm gonna get these two shows mixed together. But
Yeah, because I count them both as one, so I forget which ones are on which show. But
I pretty much liked any episode that was. This is the cartoon series that kind of introduced me more to the Flash, to particularly Wally West Flash, and made me like
Oh!
him more.
you know which one is really cool? The one where they go into the future and see like where Batman sees old Bruce and stuff.
Yeah. That's like the finale.
That's a cool one. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that stuff was really cool, man. You get to see that stuff, and then
Yeah.
Jonah Hex and whatnot. And
One of my favorites is the Savage Time when they go to World War II and fucking meet Easy Company
shit.
and fucking the Blackhawks and Steve Trevor. And all that's like the finale of season 1
Season 1 of which show?
of the first show of the original Justice League.
Okay. Justice League, yeah.
I'm looking through the episodes right now.
Yeah, again, like we love these shows, but they're for us, it kind of like it's all in one.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched it all.
Yeah,
Too.
that's why I counted them as one show because
No, I totally do too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Secret Origins. Fuck me, that was so good.
yeah, man. There's a lot of good episodes in here as well, for sure. Legends, you remember that? You remember that episode, the Silver Age stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, you know which one I really like too? Fucking the one where they had like the alternate versions of them. Where there's like a Superman with like a white cape and like a red logo.
Yeah.
There's a Batman with like black and silver. Really cool, man. Really, really cool versions of. Well, I like that one. That Superman looks badass, by the way. The wild cards. You remember that one?
Yes.
That's another good one. I really like that one for sure.
Star-Crossed is good.
Oh, that's the Hawk People one.
Yeah. This show had like these shows had crossovers, yo. Like they had crossovers.
Yeah, did you mention Secret Society? That's a good one.
No. I'm going down through the episodes.
Essentially, that's the one where Gorilla Grodd forms like a supervillain team or whatever.
Yeah, Giganta, Killer Frost, Sinestro.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
Sinestro is probably like one of my absolute favorite villains too, by the way.
Sinestro's cool, man. Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's pretty dope. But yeah, Justice League Unlimited, so good.
One of my absolute favorites from Unlimited is Booster Gold's episode where he gets introduced.
Oh,
it made me a fan of Booster Gold, and I'm waiting for his movie to this day.
Booster Gold and your boy Blue Beetle.
Yeah. To this day, I'm waiting on it.
I'm sure it'll happen eventually, man. He has to show up somewhere.
Oh, For the Man Who Has Everything is so good. Hawk and Dove is good.
Yeah. I also like me some Huntress too in these shows.
Yeah, there's the Jonah Hex episodes.
I think it's Question Authority is the Huntress episode.
Oh yeah, my absolute favorite, Divided We Fall. That one's like my absolute. I don't want to talk about it because it's super spoilers, but the Flash really shines in that episode.
Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't seen these shows, check them out. They're some of the best DC shit out there.
Absolutely.
So incredible. But yeah, good stuff. Next up I have is I have the Transformers.
Transformers, which ones?
And I'm talking about G1 classic shit. This is my favorite version of the Transformers. Transformers, the 1986 movie, is still one of my favorites. So I just like put all that into one.
What year is the cartoon?
1986.
Sorry, I was just getting it so I can get the intro for it.
Well, yeah,
so many ones.
Yeah, 1986 is the movie, but I mean, yeah, it's in the 80s, the show. So this is a show that was before my time, but I still really, 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 really enjoy because I grew up watching it.
Transformers.
The Transformers. Robots in disguise. This is one of the reasons why spoiler alert, when you recently watched Bumblebee, you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. Because they look like this, man. They look like that. They look so good. Like I want to see a just a Cybertron movie just to see like this happen, but like, you know, live action, or I guess live action, but you know what I mean, like just how shit is nowadays in a live action movie. So just
the nostalgia, my friend.
But yeah, this show, man, I've seen so much of. I really, really like. This is my favorite incarnation of the Transformers. I know there's so many different versions, like Power Rangers. There's so many different incarnations of them. Like I'm pretty sure I know which one Josh's favorite version of Transformers is.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, I think I know which one it is, but I'll let him bring that up when he wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just Transformers G1 is some of my favorite stuff.
I don't remember a lot of it, to be honest.
I
don't know if I watched it that much.
It's one of those shows that since it's in the 80s, it's a little corny because there's like, there's some stuff in there that makes it 80s corny, and there's another show that I'm about to bring up that's after this that's also from the 80s. It's a little corny, but like, it's fine. Like it's still good. They're still good shows. They're classics. Definitely, like, again, this show was before my time, and I still fucking really enjoyed it. So, you know what I mean? I was even debating wearing a Transformer shirt today because I have one, but I'm actually wearing another shirt. So, Transformers G1, great stuff. Maybe a little hard to get into nowadays because it's kind of old if you haven't seen it. But I mean, classic Transformers, the one that if you ask people about Transformers, they'll mention this show probably. So, give it a shot if you're interested in getting into Transformers. If not, there's plenty of other Transformer stuff. I know there's a lot of newer stuff that I'm not too familiar with, but yeah, just Transformers in general is just really, really cool. So that's on my list for that.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and then next up, moving right in, is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Another corny cheesy
He-Man
show.
He-Man.
But for me, I kind of include the 80s and the 2002 show because I like both of them.
I remember the 2002 show. I remember the original He-Man too. I remember.
Yeah, so the original He-Man I definitely put in here, but also the 2002 because it was more it was less corny and it was more like it took itself a little more serious. And yeah, I they're good stuff, man. I just like He-Man in general, which is why I'm excited for the movie to come
rocking
out.
that pink ass vest like a boss,
dude. Yeah, I'm super curious if they
look how beefy he is, like Jesus.
Dude, yeah, I know, man. I'm telling you, like, could you imagine in the movie they make the He-Man actually wear that pink ass vest and he's like built as shit, dude?
Please, I want him to.
With the hair too. That would be it. I would be the best, dude. That would be the fucking best. I would love to see that shit, man. Just have because they are making a movie, guys. If you don't know, the movie is in production or in development.
I really hope Battle Cat's in it.
Could you imagine they get the act? Yeah, Orko's cool. Battle Cat's a badass. Man at Arms. Literally, like He-Man. If you guys don't know what the hell He-Man is, the way I describe it is you get Star Wars and you get Lord of the Rings and you put them together. Does that not sound incredible? Because that's what it is to me, man. Like, it's fantasy and like, sci-fi mixed together, and it's just really, really cool, dude.
Here's 2002 He-Man intro.
Yeah, here's a 2002 one. So again, I like both incarnations of them. As you can see, the 2002 version is a little more badass looking. Look at that, man. He-Man looks like a badass. Prince Adam doesn't look as dweeby as he did in the 80s version. Look at this squad right here, man. That's pretty dope.
Dope.
I have not seen the 2002 version in quite some time.
I haven't either.
But I feel like I probably want to go back and revisit that.
There's a lot of things on this list I'd love to go back and rewind.
Yeah, it looks good, right, Val? It looks good. Yeah, that makes me want to go back and rewatch that show, actually, watching that intro. But yeah, man, I love me some He-Man. I'm looking forward to the movie. I really love both of these shows because I watched both of them. So yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. I love me some He-Man. By the way, I'm wearing a He-Man shirt if you can't tell.
I get a little higher, my friend.
You can't see it, but
I saw it a little bit.
I'm wearing a He-Man shirt. So yeah, I like He-Man. I've been to several Power Cons before, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, it's like the He-Man convention / Ninja Turtles convention.
By the way, a lot of the last couple of things that Daniel's talked about on his list are on the Toys That Made Us documentary, and they talk about He-Man and Transformers on there. You should totally watch it. It's on Netflix. It's great.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like Toys That Made Us, man, because they talk about
I love that series. So good.
Yeah, so
was my go-to-sleep show for a long time.
Moving on to the list, we're going back to DC. This is another one that I really, really which is Batman Beyond with our boy Terry McGinnis, old man Bruce Wayne, and like the older version of the Joker, if you've seen the Return of the Joker, the movie, because there is a movie for that.
Fucking best intro ever.
Look at this intro, man. This is a 1999 show. It's so cool, man. I really like this show.
I'm waiting for my Batman Beyond movie.
That would be incredible. Could you imagine?
I'll flip the fuck out the day they do it.
They just gotta wait for Michael Keaton to get older and then make him be Bruce Wayne.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, I love me some Batman Beyond.
Dig it.
Joker.
I'm playing this entire intro. I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, it's good stuff, man. I really like the show. It's great.
It's so good.
Blight, I believe, is the main villain of the show. He's like Batman Beyond's main villain, I think. His name is Blight, right?
It's been a while. I think so. Something like that.
Blight. Let me see. I think it is. He's like the green guy. Yes, Blight.
And yeah, and Batman Beyond also ties into Justice League Unlimited and all that stuff eventually.
It does,
it's so good.
Which is one of those episodes that I mentioned. So the DC animated stuff, a lot of it intertwines and then connects. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. And speaking of DC stuff, I forgot to mention this during the Batman animated series talk, but there's a lot more than just Mask of the Phantasm. There's Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. There's Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. Dude, DC has so many animated movies and stuff,
and they're good.
Obviously for Batman Beyond, there's like Return of the Joker, which you mentioned. It's great. Yeah, that intro is really badass, Val. Absolutely,
so good.
Again, as I mentioned, there's gonna be a lot of DC stuff here on my list, and there was because I love me some DC. Anything else you want to add on to Batman Beyond?
Other than make a fucking movie and make it good. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Other than I absolutely love it.
All right. So now we're going to be switching gears here. We're gonna talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Goddamn right.
And for me, I personally really, really like the 2003 version. This is one of the ones that I really, I don't know, I like the show, man.
I remember watching it.
Shredder looked like a badass in this show, man. He looked like a fucking badass in this show, okay? The Ninja Turtles look like badasses in this show. Which, by the way, one of your boys from Critical Role is Donatello, Josh.
Sam. Yeah, Sam.
Sam was Donatello in this show.
Love Sam.
Yeah. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this show. There's so many different incarnations of Ninja Turtles that you could probably put whichever one you like in. But for me, this is one of the ones that I always enjoyed.
I enjoyed this one. Splinter
was cool. The Turtles were cool. Fucking Splinter looked like a fucking G and like a badass in this. I have not seen the new version of Ninja Turtles, but I hear that one's good too. Like the newer one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 2012 one or whatever the hell that show came out, the newer one. Haven't seen it, but I really this is one that I really, really, really like. Yeah, like I remember playing the video games, like PS2/GameCube games for this show. They were fun, man. It's like 4-player co-op and stuff, and you go around whooping ass, and it was great, man. Those games were fun. This show was fun to watch. I just I like the show. I like me some Ninja Turtles. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I like me some Ninja Turtles too.
Hell yeah.
But no, I remember this version and I remember the older version. So what else you got, my friend?
All right, so moving on. This is one of my. We're moving on to Marvel. We have 2 Marvel shows in a row. Spoiler alert. So this one in particular is one of my favorite Marvel shows of all time. Regardless of it being animated or live action or anything, I fucking love this show. Okay, it's a crime and a tragedy that we only got 2 seasons of this damn show, but the one that I am talking about is the Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. God damn, do I love this show, man. This is the show that made me like a bunch of different characters, man. Like, because of this show, I liked Hank Pym or Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel and all these people before they even showed up in the MCU. This show is awesome, man. This show is so fucking cool, dude.
I never saw it.
Dude, I recommend it, dude. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Cap looks good.
Dude, they do Marvel in this show so good. Like, oh my god. It's so fucking good, man. Ultron is a badass in this. They got Baron Zemo and oh my god, there's so much good stuff in here, man. Like, literally, the cast is good for the show as well. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I absolutely recommend it. I fucking love this show. I can't say enough good things about it. Anytime somebody brings it up, I'm always like willing to talk to them about it. The cast is amazing. The show is really good. The characters are
Who's
like,
the voice
really
of Thor?
The voice of Thor in this is not Travis. He usually
Just
is.
curious.
He's not in this one. It's somebody else. Rick D. Wasserman. But yeah, Jennifer Hale is in this as Carol Danvers. Vanessa Marshall, as you know, Hera Syndulla from Rebels, is Black Widow in this. Fucking Mark Hamill's in this as Ulysses Claw. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Mark Hamill is Ulysses Claw in this show. There's so many cool Marvel characters in this, man. Like,
hold up a minute.
Like,
Jennifer Hale's in this show?
Yeah. That's what I said.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jennifer Hale. She's Captain Marvel in this.
Okay. I didn't hear you. My bad.
Oh yeah, she's in this. Who else? Tom Kane is Ultron, dude, in this show. Tom Kane. Steve Bloom is Red Skull. Yeah, the voice cast is incredible, dude. D. Bradley Baker is Mr. Fantastic. Oh, you know who's a cool pick? Fucking Clancy Brown is Odin. All right, your boy Clancy Brown is Odin in this. Just, it's so good, dude. Like, you should. I cannot recommend this show enough.
I love Brian
Definitely
Bloom, by the way. He's so great.
Yeah, Brian Bloom is in this. The cast. He's Captain America. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know him when you play several games that are on your list eventually, because he's the voice of a few main characters. So I love Brian Bloom so much. He's great.
So just definitely check it out, man. Definitely check it out. So it's good. I really like the show. Next up on my list is X-Men the animated series.
This one's on my list too.
This one, again, one of the best intros of all time as well. So good.
Pulling it up right now.
I've never really been an X-Men guy, but this show was like part of the reason why I do like them. Like, it's badass, dude. It's just really, really cool. That intro is awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
the show is dark too at times.
Yeah.
Like, I think a character dies in the first episode.
Oh, Pirates of Darkwater. No, yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, because of the show, I think Cyclops is my favorite X-Men.
Oh, my Gambit, man. Gambit is like...
I like Beast too. Beast is cool.
Gambit is aces in this show.
Rogue looking thick.
Yeah, that is a juicy rogue. Look at Gambit with his stick. I love Gambit.
Yeah, Magneto looks badass.
Juggernaut in that fucking dome-ass helmet. It's so good.
Juggernaut, yeah. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's such another cool show, yeah, so. So yeah, man. I mean, just again, another great animated show with the animated series in the title.
It's so
really
good.
badass,
so
classic for
good.
sure. The theme song alone, anyone can recognize. So good.
I want to go back and watch some episodes. It's been so long, I don't remember a lot of them, to be honest. But I just
like for a lot of these shows, it's been forever.
It's just, I remember it being super fucking dark though, like early on. I just remember a character dying or is thought to have died in the first episode, and like I remember it. It was dark.
Yeah, it's
so good.
It's a fantastic show, man. Really, really good. Moving on here, we're gonna go back to DC. This one, the only reason why I added it in here is because I wasn't sure if it's kind of like a continuation of Batman the Animated Series, but it's called the new Batman Adventures. So it has like Batman and Batgirl and Robin and Nightwing. So I guess I technically could have added it as like a bonus to Batman the Animated Series or whatever. But whatever. It's on here.
Nightwing.
Yeah, your boy Nightwing is in there.
I'm waiting for his movie too, guys.
Yeah, when I think of Nightwing, this is one of the Nightwings that I think.
Yeah.
The Batmobile looks cool in this as well. Bane.
Boy, Two-Face.
Batgirl kicking Clayface in the face. Yeah, look at Batman with that gear. Very cool. Mr. Freeze. Just awesome stuff, man.
This is mullet Nightwing. I forgot. He's got like a fucking mullet in this shit.
Yes, yeah, it's mullet Nightwing, absolutely, dude. It's funny though, because this is like, when I think of Nightwing, this is one of the Nightwings that I think of.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I don't really have too much to add on to this, other than it's a kind of a continuation of previous DC stuff. And as you guys know, I'm a big DC guy, so I guess Etrigan is in this, and Killer Frost. And I think Killer Frost is in this. Mr. Freeze, obviously, as you saw by the trailer, or not the trailer, the intro there. But yeah, just it's good stuff, man. Just more good more DC animated goodness. Definitely recommend it. So
Yeah, when the episodes where Robin, I think it's this series where Robin stops being Robin and becomes Nightwing. I enjoy that entire. And goes and does his own thing. I love that entire arc.
All right. So moving on for me is Star Wars The Clone Wars. So this is a more recent show. This is a 2008 show, so definitely did not watch this, in my early days. It's an older show or a newer one. A newer show that I watched as an older person. So that's what I meant. Yeah, because I was like, an older show, that doesn't make sense. Let me like rewind on that.
Sorry, I'm trying to find an intro for it, but I'm having a hard. There's so many videos up here.
2008 show. The intro to the show is very interesting because they kind of have like a recap of like what's happened before, and instead of doing the traditional Star Wars, like whatchamacallit, like the opening crawl, they do like a recap with a narrator, like the narrator recaps everything. It's kind of like old school style. It kind of reminds me of what they do in The Legend of Korra, by the way. Kind of that style of stuff. Yeah. Oh, another thing, they had Clone Wars. They have like these like little quotes at the beginning of each episode too. So it was pretty cool, man.
This is all the ones for like season 6.
Yeah. So again, this isn't my favorite Clone Wars show because I still like the other one better that we talked about earlier. But this one is canon, and there's a lot of good stuff in here. And I do love Star Wars, as you guys know. So I had to include this in here. But yeah, it's pretty great. We're currently watching like a season 6 video right now.
I think it's supposed to be it's a compilation there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, it's good, man. The cast is amazing. There's, by the way, season 7 is supposed to be coming out with Disney Plus at the end of the year, like in November. So there's gonna be a new season of this. Very, very cool stuff coming up here with this show. It's this show actually started with a movie in theaters. It had a theatrical release.
Yep, I remember.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie, August of 2008. I remember because I double featured this movie with The Dark Knight. So I saw The Dark Knight and this movie the same night, and it was pretty rad. That was a good day. That was a good day for movies right there.
I actually haven't watched all of the Clone Wars, so I need to. I've seen episodes here and there.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. This show is great. It's really, really good. There are some stuff that's like what, and again, like there's some minor nitpicks that I have, like why do Anakin and Obi-Wan look like their episode 3 counterparts when episode 2 just ended like a few months ago? But whatever. Like there's a lot of good in this show as well. A lot of great arcs later into the show. The show starts off a little like, not, it just gets better with each season. So
what are some of your favorite arcs or episodes?
The Umbara arc is good. The Mandalore arc. Spoiler alert: there's a character in the universe that makes a comeback that was previously thought dead, which shows up in other stuff. So definitely want to check that out. And this is canon, by the way. So stuff that happens in this show actually happened in the Star Wars universe. Which I just mentioned by having a character come back to life and show up in other things. So stuff that happens in the show definitely affects the universe. Spoiler alert! I'm gonna just spoil something here for a second. In season 6, there's a Yoda arc, which is another one of the good ones. Yoda, goes on a journey of the Force or whatever. And he meets up with an ancient Sith Lord by the name of Darth Bane, which is made canon in this show.
Your boy.
And he's voiced by our boy Mark Hamill.
Of course.
which I hadn't noticed this, but Mark Hamill is in a lot of these shows that are on my list. Okay,
Yeah.
I hadn't even noticed that, but Mark Hamill is in a lot of anime.
There
stuff
seems
that
to
I
be
love.
a theme here.
Yeah, there's a theme here. I love Mark Hamill, man. Anyway, but yeah, so there's a lot of great arcs in the show. The Mandalore arcs are good. Umbara, the Yoda one I just mentioned. There's some good stuff in here, man. There's things and characters that you maybe may not have liked before that you're gonna like before. I know a lot of people too. Their thing is like they didn't necessarily like the prequels as much. I love them, but like other people didn't like them as much or at all. And watching this show has helped them maybe appreciate them a little bit more and make them this show has made the prequels to them personally more, I don't know if reasonable, not reasonable, but like they understand them a bit more after watching the show. So yeah, there's a new season coming out this year, which will be the final one, I believe. They're going to be capping the show off the right way after prematurely ending it in 2014 after Disney bought over Lucasfilm. So yeah, that's that. So I'm excited for this final season. Animation looks good. Dave Filoni we trust. I love that man. And yeah, that's another show off my list because again, it's not one that I like grew up watching or anything, but like it's one of the ones that I saw later on that I because I'm such a huge Star Wars fan, I had to add in here. So
Fuck yeah, I don't blame you at all, man.
yeah. And continuing on to my list is another Dave Filoni show. We have the sequel series to this show, which is Star Wars Rebels.
Now this I did watch all of it.
This is there's some good stuff in here. Like honestly, like I didn't mention it during the Clone Wars talk, but Rebels and Clone Wars both have some of the greatest stuff in all of Star Wars. Like there are some filler in these shows and whatever, like sure, but there are some moments in these shows that are absolutely like incredible. There's some really fantastic stuff in these shows.
Yeah, some emotional
Like,
gut punches too.
Oh, for sure, man. Twilight of the Apprentice is one of the greatest episodes in like anything Star Wars. Jedi Knight in season 4 of Rebels is outstanding. The World Between Worlds is pretty good. So much good stuff. This show takes place between episodes 3 and 4. It's more closer to the Rogue One / episode 4 timeline because it's like 5 years before that, I think. But yeah, it's fun stuff, man. This is one of those shows that I watched like as soon as like when it first premiered, and I was like, I'm on board for this because I really like it.
Same.
Yeah, it was great, man. I really love the ride that the show gave us on. This show brought us back Grand Admiral Thrawn to canon as well. Another heavily beloved Legends / EU character of Star Wars. So yeah, it's just again, I have this on here because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, as you guys know, and I just obviously the show aired in 2014, from 2014 to 2018, so it's a newer show for sure. This is why I mentioned that all the shows on our list are not going to be like all classics. They're just going to be like stuff that we love.
Also, fucking watch them because this is good. It's so good, y'all.
They're good, yeah. There's some weak stuff in here, like or not as strong rather, but like the stuff that is strong in here is just top notch. Like some of the best stuff in all Star Wars, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Cast is great, characters are good. Dave Filoni killing it yet again. And yeah, that's it's Rebels for me, man. It's great. Good stuff. And the final thing on my list here that I have is again sticking with Dave Filoni. It's funny how these last 3 shows are all Dave Filoni shows. But Avatar: The Last Airbender is my
It's on my
last
list.
one. So this is one of those shows that I saw when it first aired, a few episodes here and there, but I didn't like watch the entire show from start to finish until a while back.
I did.
And this show is absolutely awesome. This show is fucking rad, man.
So good. It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who's your favorite character?
Favorite character, probably Zuko.
All right, yeah, we share the same favorite character.
Yeah, Zuko. He's especially when he's like older Zuko, you know, when he's got like the hair and not like ponytail. So yeah, older Zuko is the one that I think of.
So good.
He's badass, dude. He's fucking cool. So yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is a great show. If you guys have not seen them, if you guys haven't seen it, absolutely recommend it because it's one of the
100%.
greatest. It's one of the greatest anime shows of all time. Okay, it's just it's that great.
Voice cast is great. It hits you with those emotional gut punches that we love so good. Great character growth throughout the entire series with every book. Great villains. Also, Mark Hamill's in it again.
Yeah, again, I'm telling you, he's in like almost all the shows on my list, dude. I don't know how, but I didn't even notice that he is. But yeah, Avatar, it's awesome, man. You guys definitely have to check it out if you haven't. It's incredible.
Fuck yeah.
Like, all you have to do is just watch it and you'll see why it's so great. So that's my 15. I have some honorable mentions, but I won't. We'll bring it up after Josh is done with it.
All right.
Take it away. The stage is yours.
So for my first one, we already know it was Batman. What we went over. I'm actually surprised Daniel and I didn't have as much crossover as I thought we would have, but we didn't. But anything that he's talked
there's
about,
a lot of choices, man.
It's so true. There's so much, and we'll probably have multiple shows of this, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that he went over and that we shared that I chimed in on, I'll probably just skip. I'll mention where I thought of it at and then move on. So first for me was Batman the Animated Series, which we talked about. The second one though,
Amazing.
and you're gonna notice a trend here, is mo-fucking Gargoyles. Who remembers Gargoyles? Oh, it's so good. Let me get the intro up. Fucking back in the day of Disney, on the Disney cartoons, man. Oh, it was so good. Great cast. It had that fucking, oh my god. Sorry, I'm watching the intro and it's getting me.
Yeah, man, that intro.
For 1,000 years.
Yeah, I like me some Gargoyles.
So good. It had some great arcs.
The thing for me is that I didn't make it on my list because it wasn't a show that I watched a whole lot of.
I watched a ton of it.
So yeah. Oh damn.
Even the stuff like later on, like the Goliath Chronicles, which people didn't like that much, I still enjoyed it.
Gargoyles had Keith David, PogChamp.
It did. I want a Gargoyles movie. I do. Let me go look up some of the episodes here, guys, so I can name off what I know I've watched and seen and enjoyed. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, again, guys, there's a bunch of stuff. Even though we love these shows, you gotta remember there's a lot of episodes to the stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you had
a lot of stuff.
You had your boy Ed Eisner in there as Hudson. You had Hudson, Lexington. You had Brooklyn. You had Goliath. You had Broadway. Oh my God, David Xanatos, which had your boy Jonathan Frakes as David Xanatos. Oh, so good, so good. Tim Curry was showed up occasionally. Alan Cumming as well. But yeah, let's look at some of that. I'm gonna browse through some of the episodes. The early episodes are great. the Awakening, which is like, by the way, it's a fucking 5 parts. 5 parts is the opening of the show.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. They had Awakening Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5. It's insane.
Damn, they should have just done like a
Sorry, buddy, you cut out for me.
Oh, I just said it's funny. They should have just done like a TV movie for that.
Seriously. The Thrill of the Hunt episode was pretty good. The Macbeth episodes are great. The Cold Stone episodes, I don't remember what it's actually called. Because I haven't found it yet, but that's one I definitely remember. Oh, it's called Legion. There it is. I found it. The City of Stone episodes are good, and I just love all the flashbacks and things that happen during the show. And all the the Avalon episodes are great. I just love this fucking series, man. It was so good. But yeah, moving on from Gargoyles. Next up, I had the SWAT Cats. Oh my god, guys!
Shit. I knew this would be on here.
Goddamn right, goddamn right. SWAT Cats are on here just for the theme. Listen to this shit.
SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I love this show so much. This ran from 1993 to 1994. It didn't go that long, but I remember watching it so much. And this show had very dark moments too, with I remember an episode where 2 gangsters drown, and I think they show the bodies. I almost want to say, and
Damn.
they get turned into robots and become robot gangsters. The shit's crazy. And then, of course, there's all the cat puns. And then look at them. They're fucking 2 cats flying a jet. And they're named T-Bone and Razor. This doesn't get more badass than that.
Which, by the way, guess who else is in the show?
Who?
Mark Hamill.
Is he really? I didn't even know that. That's really funny.
He is in the show, dude. So, Mark Hamill, we love you, man.
We do. We love you, Mark. If you ever watch this, you probably don't. But
We love you, Mark. We love you, man.
just in case. No, you have.
You're
I
the
love
best. You're the best, Mark.
It had such great villains like Dark Cat and the Pastmaster. Oh. The Metallicats, that's it. And they fucking try to escape from Alcatraz. Get it? Because it's a cat pun. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Yeah, they drown. It's fucking dark. And that's in episode 5. They get turned into robots. Oh my god, that shit's dope.
It's pretty funny.
And I just remember there's a professor. It makes me think of the lizard from Spider-Man, because he gets turned into a weird ass green cat lizard thing with a tail, and it just always made me think of the lizard. It only had 2 seasons, but I fucking loved it. Absolutely loved it. Who were the voices of T-Bone and Razor? I don't even know. Barry Gordon as Razor and Chris Adler as T-Bone. Oh, that's right. They had actual names. They were called Jake Clausen and Chance Furlong. Oh, it's so good. If you didn't watch the SWAT Cats, I don't know what to say to you. This shit was dope. Moving on from that, I have Darkwing Duck. Loved it. It ran from 90.
Darkwing Duck.
No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 91 to 92, which means I mostly caught it on reruns, I believe. Let me get the intro up. That's a little loud. Oh, I remember just watching it so much. I love Darkwing Duck. Wing Duck. DW, that's right. Sorry. I'm having nostalgia right now, guys.
All good, man.
It was just silly, goofy fun. I love Darkwing Duck. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because it's just, I mean, it's silly, goofy, and fun. So.
Yeah.
And
What's up, man?
so good. Nigga, the anti-Darkwing Duck. Yeah. Next up, I have G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Which is definitely reruns because it aired before my time. 1983 to 1986. Jesus. Let me get the intro for that up.
The real American hero. Dude, Cobra was pretty cool. Cobra Commander is pretty
cool. Cobra. Yeah, it was so good. I feel like it's just about anybody that grew up in the 90s knows G.I. Joe and watched G.I. Joe, so.
I watched it as well.
Knowing is half the battle. Again,
a real American hero.
Again, probably not going to spend a lot of time on this, just because, I mean, it's fucking G.I. Joe. They don't go very deep. They try to stop Cobra every episode, so. And, of course, my favorite Joe is Cobra, so. I mean, Snake Eyes, rather.
Oh, of course. Who doesn't like Snake Eyes?
Yeah, and I love Storm Shadow, too.
Yeah, they're both badass. Yeah, for sure, Snake Eyes. He's fucking cool.
Cobra.
For sure.
Can you still buy G.I. Joe action figures?
I'm sure you can.
G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, look at all that shit, man.
Look at this, fucking ridiculous. Love it.
I like how you're all just running on the formation.
Flying around. Somehow there goes Cobra Commander with a bomb for some reason. Jetpack.
And a jetpack, dude. Dang.
You can never show anybody getting killed in this cartoon. They always made it out with a parachute. You know some of these motherfuckers died. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, for sure, dude. That's too funny, man.
Oh, so good. Oh my god, sorry. We're big nerds, apparently. But yeah, that's G.I. Joe. Go watch it. It's just fun.
G.I. Joe.
Next up, we got something. I don't know if I think you may have watched this. I feel like we've talked about it before. Reboot. Did you watch Reboot?
Reboot. Not a whole lot, but I do know what it is. Yes.
So this ran from like 1994 to 2001. I didn't realize it ran that long.
That, dude, longer than SWAT Cats, huh?
Come from the net, yeah. It was good. So basically they're like computer programs in like a computer, and then like they have to fight in these things these big cubes come down in there. Whoever gets caught in it has to fight in the game, and if you lose, you get like stuck in the game or something like that. And it gets dark in the later episodes because they kind of age up some of the characters and shit. Oh, I loved this show as a kid. Bob and Dot and I think it's Enzo. And then later on he becomes like Matrix or something, I think they call him. This show was the shit.
I know we've talked about the show before though. We definitely have.
Games for pleasure. No one knows for sure.
Also, it was one of the very first shows to use like this CGI like look thing to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this like style of animation is
I don't remember what they call it. I think they had a name for it at the time. Oh, it's so good. I'm sure it probably doesn't hold up, but it was so good at the time. Moving on from that, we got Thundercats. Which again, it aired before my time, but I remember watching it. I want to say it was on Toonami a lot. Thundercats. Oh, the intro is 2 minutes long. Jesus.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
Oh, it's so good. A Mum Ra, good villain. I would love to go back and watch some Thundercats episode. I never saw the reboot. They did a reboot of this, and like, I don't even remember. And like, it had Matt Mercer in it, and I didn't realize this till years later, and they had canceled it.
Yeah, it was like a 2011.
I want to say so.
Something like that.
I think it was like Mercer's kind of big thing, first big thing maybe. I can't remember. He talks about it sometime.
Might have been.
Oh, look at the fucking base, dude. If you were gonna have a stronghold, wouldn't you want a giant cat panther thing?
Big ass cat thing.
See, you had Lion-O and like, what is it, Pantara? I can't remember exactly. Chitara.
Pretty cool now.
The wily cats and kits. And then it gets even weirder later on where there's like even more Thundercats show up or some shit. I don't remember. Good show from the 80s. Check it out if you've never seen it. Really enjoyed it. I can't remember a lot of the episodes just because it's been so long, but yeah.
Yeah.
Next up we have Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, which we talked about with Daniel.
Yeah.
But I have a third one tacked onto that, which is called Super
really?
Friends.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Absolutely.
I threw Super Friends on it.
Yeah, man.
Because, oh my god. For a lot of us, this was like the intro to...
I watched this too, man. This is way before my time. Hell yeah, I watched this, man. The Super Friends.
I don't even remember the intro. It's been so long.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. The Hall of Justice. I'm so used to Momoa being Aquaman now. Looking at that Aquaman is weird.
Apparently there's an echo for me. Is there still an echo?
It has to do when I have my mic unmuted, I think. It's my mic's problem, guys. It's because I need a new headset.
Okay.
Which I'm working on getting, by the way. Lack of funds kind of hurts.
Yeah, but Super Friends, man. Look at that, dude. Look at these Scooby-Doo looking ass characters.
I don't even remember them, to be honest.
The Wonder Twins. The Super Friends.
I think this is the show that made me like Sinestro as a villain.
Look at the Hall of Justice, man. Pretty rad.
Get the Legion of Doom. Why is this 7 minutes long? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Do they have that many intros for it?
They're the Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins powers activate.
Fucking the Apache Chief and like Black Thunder or whatever the hell that guy.
You get some characters you've never seen in modern times.
Yeah.
Black Mana.
Cheetah. Black Mana, yeah, he's always looked pretty bad. Aquaman does look kind of funny, man.
Bizarro.
Yeah, Bizarro.
Sorry, I was just looking at him. I'm like, man.
Scarecrow, Wonder Woman. Yeah, Super Friends, man. It's good stuff. Classics.
I remember an episode where, like, they're all thought to be dead, apparently. That shit was dark.
Yeah, man. DC animated stuff is top notch.
Love the Super Friends. I'd love to go back and just watch a few episodes. I probably should.
Yeah, man. I'd be down. There's a lot of shows I'd like to go back and for sure. Now that we've been talking about.
Anyway, moving on. One that Val mentioned earlier. Pirates of Dark Water.
Pirates of Dark Water.
Oh my god, this show was cut tragically short. It was ahead of its time, in my opinion.
Here it is, Pirates of Dark Water.
By the way, we watched a few episodes of this not too long ago, actually, because I was like, let's watch an episode.
Yeah.
Only Ren, a young prince, can stop it by finding the lost 13 treasures.
Yeah, the 13 treasures, man. You gotta get those 13 treasures to cancel out the Dark Water. Look.
At his side
I mentioned this earlier, and that's why Val talked about it, but they kill a character like in the first episode.
They do. It shows dark as fuck at times.
Shows were better back in the day.
Yeah, we had violence and shit, man.
Yeah.
We should do a D&D one-shot where we finish this fucking show for them. The Pirates of Darkwater. Oh my god, so good.
It's Darkwater. I mean, listen, it's not a show that I've seen a whole lot of, but what I have seen is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Go check it out, man, if you've never seen it. It ran from 1991 to 1993, so.
Early 90s show.
Definitely. And you'll find that's a lot on my list is that because I started it as earliest as I could remember. And then later on, I'm like, I'm adding stuff I kind of remember now to this list, so.
Yeah.
Next up is my Transformers, which is different than Daniel's. I went with Transformers Beast Wars.
I knew it was gonna be Beast Wars. Yep, that's the one. I knew that. I knew that was your favorite.
It absolutely is. Let me find the intro for it. This used that like early CG style too, kind of like Reboot. Like this is 90. Was it 96? That's way early to be using this kind of look for a cartoon series, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just remember the toys being so dope, and I wanted that cheetah one and never got it.
Cheetah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember a lot of this show. I just loved it.
Another show with an interesting animation style.
Very weird. They did a sequel to it later on. Did you know that? And it was not nearly as good. There was like a second Beast Wars. That's my Transformers, my early one. And now I like the original Transformers too. But man, I grew up with Beast Wars. That was like my jam. Next up, I have Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Another one we've mentioned already, but again, great show.
So good, so good. Moving on from that, I have now. Here's where I start getting a little bit modern because I have the Dragon Prince on here.
The Dragon Prince.
The Dragon Prince. For those of you that haven't seen the Dragon Prince, this is like my jam because it is very, very fantasy kingdoms, elves and humans, and very. Oh, it's so good. Here's a little. I'll just play the trailer for it while we'll talk over it. It's so good. It's from the guys that did Avatar. So, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the characters are so good.
Yes, it is from the people.
Look at it. It looks so pretty. Let's go watch Dragon Prince right now, guys. Let's do
it. They announced a season 3 for this.
I can't wait.
I don't know when the release date is, but yeah.
This is one of those shows, it's a modern cartoon that I enjoy even as an adult, so. You should check it out because they have just such cool characters. They have a character that's deaf and communicates through sign language. Like there's some great representation in terms of characters here and character growth, I want to say. It's so dope, so dope. Check it out if you haven't seen Dragon Prince.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I dig it. I dig it.
Definitely. So good. I really enjoyed it. I think I binged both season 1 and season 2 when they came out, so. Next up is Young Justice.
Oh shit!
I got me a DC show.
Yeah, there you go. Right? Yeah, that's one that I did not have them.
You get your young heroes, man.
Yeah, I like this show, but I didn't like it enough to add it in.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a trailer that doesn't have spoilers.
And also, I just had a bunch of DC shows on my.
If you Google Young Justice, you see that you find the Blind Wave. I mean, YouTube it if you search on YouTube for it. It's really funny.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the characters. I like how it kind of matures as it goes on, and the characters definitely grow between seasons. And you get your drama and just a lot of like a big overarching plot that's very interesting. And villains are cool, heroes are cooler. Has some of those emotional gut punches we talk about. Favorite character might be Aqualad, to be honest with you. Although I dig Nightwing in this show. They do some shit in the later seasons that's just like, what the fuck, dude? So good. Check out Young Justice if you haven't watched Young Justice. Next up, I have Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack.
Jack. This is an honorable mention for me because I put in the Clone Wars show, which is like based off the style. But yeah, this is honestly absolutely a fucking show.
And I was actually happy with how it ended as well. It did not bother me at all.
Me too. Like I enjoyed it. I like all.
Yeah, and I can tell you my favorite episode. My favorite episode is the one with like the 3 blind creatures in the tower, and they're shooting at Jack, and that's like the whole episode. As he's trying to stealthily get up there to stop them. I love that episode so much. I think it's very cool.
I love this animation style. It's so cool too.
God, I love Samurai Jack. Had some great fight scenes in it too for early cartoons. Dealt with some kind of freaky shit, too. Futuristic, freaky. I mean, it's dope, right? Because you got like your samurai and you're thrown through fucking time because the bad guy demon dude kind of wins that fight. Ah, it's so cool. Look at Jack fucking whipping ass. So good. So good. Okay, I'm glad they went back and finished it.
Yeah, me too, man. Because it's a show that definitely deserved. And again, I really like the ending.
I did too.
I'm happy with the show.
And for my last one, it was X-Men. Which we talked about. So good. Anyway, that's my list. Daniel has shared his list.
We have shared our list.
You guys should tweet your list at us, to be honest, because I would love to see them if you're watching this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would be very curious. Or you can go into my channel on my Discord, Clockwork Cantina, and type in your list in there.
Yeah, because I go in there and check that too. So I'd love to see it, guys. I really would.
Absolutely, definitely. Put your list in there and we'll check them out.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Good stuff. So yeah, again, we just wanted to talk about animated shows that we liked and or love
and we'll be doing more of this too.
Yeah, there's many of more stuff.
I never saw that. Majin, never seen it.
King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, huh?
I wanted to put Knights of the Zodiac on here, but I think it's an anime, and that would disqualify it.
I honestly have not seen it, but it looks pretty interesting. Now that I'm Googling it.
Yeah, Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac. That's definitely an anime. It's Japanese.
But yeah, I haven't checked it out.
But yeah, I've never seen King Arthur and Knights of Justice, no.
Speaking of anime, we're done with our list here. And I think next week you want to do the anime list for next week?
Yeah, we can totally do it.
You want to say that for another time, or
no? Let's do anime. We'll do it.
All right. So this week we mentioned classic cartoons / animation that we love. Next week we'll be doing anime.
I don't know if I'll have 15 to be honest, because it's been a while, but I'll definitely have something.
Yeah, well, so it'll be similar to how we did this one. We're just gonna talk about a lot of stuff that we, really enjoy. But this time it'll be anime. So yeah, man.
I'll be honest with you. Most of my animes probably gonna be older anime because I haven't watched a lot of newer stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, it's fine. Well, we're talking mainly shows, Loki, but I guess like we did mention some movies here today as well. So I mean, if it ties into some of the shows, then we'll
Yeah, we can always just throw it on as like a bookend. It's not a big deal.
yeah.
To be honest
So
with you, I haven't watched a lot of anime movies, so I've watched Ninja Scroll, and that's about it in terms of movies.
So since we're about to wrap up here, are there any honorable mentions you want to talk about, or you want to save that for another episode?
I want to mention just one, and then I'll save the rest for other shows. But I wanted to mention Static Shock just because.
Yeah,
Because
that
it just
that
ties
was
in
one
with
of
all the
mine.
other stuff. With
that
Static
was one of
Shock
mine,
for
but,
sure.
That's one of my honorable mentions was Static Shock.
But yeah, you can totally you can shout out
so
all your honorable mentions if you want to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have some honorable mentions. Static Shock, absolutely, because it ties into a lot of the DC stuff that I had on my list. Not Legend of Korra is another honorable mention because it ties into Avatar, and I enjoy both of those shows. I know Josh not so much Korra, but I
I'm
like
not
it.
gonna hate on it because it's your deal here, buddy. But
Yeah, so I thought it was good. Let's see here. Futurama, honorable mention.
absolutely
I like me some Futurama.
love it.
Hilarious show. And now another one.
Another one.
Final honorable mention here is there's two shows, but I'm gonna count them as one because they're both Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man, which is a newer one, and then Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which is a 90s show. So there are a couple honorable mentions right there that I just mentioned. Good stuff. Good stuff there. So yeah, as I said, we'll be doing like a part 2 of this probably eventually some other day. But next week we'll be doing anime. So keep an eye out on that. And yeah, that'll probably do it for today's show. So thank you everybody for joining.
Keep an eye out, guys, because we have some great topics that'll be coming up that Daniel and I have like already talked about off in private, where we're like we want to do this, and this. So
we're always talking ideas of what the next show or the next couple shows are going to be.
For sure. But those are our list, guys. So let us know what you got to say. If you're watching this on YouTube, let us know some of your favorite shows in the comments, man, because we'd love to read that and to see that if you check us out. Even if you're watching this like years later, put it in there. I want to see it. So I'll see it sometime.
Yeah, so again, remember, feel free to post your guys' lists in my Discord channel for the Clockwork Cantina on my server. Josh and I will both check them out. We'll talk about them and stuff. If you missed today's episode, fret not. Because, I'll upload it to YouTube as soon as possible, and we'll get that up going there for you guys. As you can always check out any previous episodes of the
boy
on the YouTube channel. And yeah, I mean, we'll look forward to next week. I always look forward to doing these. Like I said, be doing anime next time, like we did cartoon / animation today.
All right. Daniel, I'm gonna swap over to your main cam. You want to do your big shout outs?
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so thank you all for joining us today. Another fun podcast in the books. That is episode 6. And yes, thank you all. Remember, tomorrow we have D&D, so feel free to join us for that. It's going to be a blast. If you haven't joined us before, feel free to do so tomorrow if you have the time, because it is a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, awesome stuff that happens there with a lot of good, great people. And we beat The Witcher 3 finally on stream, so hell yeah.
Sorry.
Another game that's done. We'll be starting a brand new game on Monday. I'm going to keep it a mystery for now. So feel free to join me, and we'll be starting a new game on Monday. And we'll just be playing a bunch of different stuff in general on stream, because I want to kind of like stay away from longer games right now. after The Witcher 3 because that one was just took forever. So yeah, we'll be playing all kinds of stuff here and there. Stay tuned. Follow me on all the stuff that you see, down below. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow for D&D, or on stream for the next game on Monday. Have a good one, everybody. See you next
Hell
time.
yeah. Hey there, everybody. I want to thank you all for continuing to come out and support us, doing this thing that we very much enjoy doing, and you guys showing up and giving us some bullshit to talk about. Appreciate you guys and love you guys very much. Make sure to follow all the info for my for my Twitter and stuff. It's all right down over there, and Daniel's was on his page. Make sure to join Daniel's Discord and my Discord if you would like to. Daniel has a thread in his Discord for Clockwork Cantina. I don't really have one in my Discord's not very active. If my Discord gets very active, I'll totally make a channel for it. But Daniel's is way more active than mine is. D&D is tomorrow, so make sure to stop by for that. That'll be at 6 Eastern Time as the party continues to push deeper into Arkmire as they have taken prisoners and are making a push toward the criminal known as the Dandy and his gang called the Jackals. So that'll be fun. Last thing is kind of a personal thing. It's kind of awkward to try to figure out how to talk about this. So a good friend of mine that I've known for years, she's kind of like a second mom to me. Earlier this week, her granddaughter got diagnosed with leukemia. So I just wanted to say to anybody that goes out there and supports those charities like Guardian Con or even SGDQ, which doesn't specifically deal with cancer, but is for Doctors Without Borders. To anybody that supports those charities, just want to say thank you to you guys out there that do that, and very much appreciate you, and just love you guys. And just wanted to do a shout out for Maddie. Maddie is her name, and she got diagnosed, and she's putting up a good fight, and she's going to continue to fight until she wins. So I just wanted to say that it's been a little bit of a rough week for me, and I wanted to put her out there into everybody's thoughts, hopefully, and give her strength to fight and win this battle against her leukemia. So very much appreciate all that.
Goes.
Yeah, I haven't really talked about it too much. I tend to keep stuff like that private, but I did want to take a moment to talk about it because I've kind of neglected my friends the past week a little bit and haven't talked too much about them. So that's what's kind of been going on. That kind of shit messes with your head when a kid that's like only 3 years old is diagnosed with that horrible disease. So I just wanted to take a moment to talk about it. So much love to you, Maddie, and give it all you got, girl, because we love you. With that, guys, thank you very much for stopping by the Clockwork Cantina. Until next Saturday, we love you and take care of each other, and send us your list for your shows and post them on the YouTube, and join the Discord and post them in there too. So much love.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for all the support as well.
Damn right. Until next time, we'll see you.
Bye-bye.